It's Spencer Davidson and Tal Harrell. Brought to you by the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow, GPO Federal Credit Union, Herkimer College, and Scalzo, Zogbey, and Wittig Insurance.
Coming up aboard the Express, UCFC After Dark. Utica City FC hosted the Harrisburg Heat looking for their first win of the season, and this one was a good one.
Plus, New Hartford celebrates as a special ball player suits up for her final home game before jumping into new endeavors.
Hello everyone and welcome to Sports Express. Let's begin with a Division II matchup in Section 3 boys hockey as the Whitesboro Warriors paid the New Hartford Spartans a visit.
To the rec center, the Whitesboro Warriors 2-0-1 coming into the game, while New Hartford sitting at winless at 0-1-1. Searching for their first win, Spartans up 4-2. In the second period, Warriors, Santino Padula plays the puck near the goal and Josh Bono sneaks it in. Whitesboro draw closer. 6 minutes remaining in the third. Off the face-off, Logan Van Doren with the one-timer goes between the goalie's legs. Tie game in Spartan Town. So that means free hockey in New Hartford. 30 seconds into overtime, it's Padula to Bono to Logan Lencheks who scores, and the Warriors complete the comeback. A fantastic game with an even better finish. Whitesboro takes it from New Hartford 5-4. Both teams return to the ice on Tuesday, December 21st.
And we go right next door for hoops, a special night in New Hartford as the end is approaching fast for one Kaya Henderson, who played her final home game today before leaving for Ohio State. But she's a Spartan tonight. Off the rebound, the touchdown pass to Danielle Lucas, who gets the bunny to go.
Proctor moving the ball around now. Back and forth go Ania Irizarry and Carissa Kushrele. The bucket by Kushrele is good.
Tie game in the first. Henderson showing off the handles, making it count from deep. Good D, doesn't matter.
Henderson using the pick, getting inside the defense, finding Talia Batulo from long range. She delivers.
Proctor again moving the rock around the perimeter. Feed inside is to Dana Meza, the senior with a nice touch on the hook shot.
But the night Spencer belonged to Kaya Henderson to step back to create space, and that's all she needs. Look out Buckeye Country as Henderson drops 38 points in her final game at New Hartford. The Spartans win it 58-46 over Proctor.
Over at Proctor High School, these same two schools did battle on the boys' side with the Raiders 4-1 and the Spartans 4-0. Fourth quarter of this one, Spartans up big, Proctor chipping away. Oliver Rogers with the offensive rebound puts it up and in for two of his team-leading 15 points.
At the other end, New Hartford shooting the lights out. Garrett Johnson spots up in the wing and hits for three. Next trip down the floor, it's Will Trella dropping it in from long range. NH leading by 23.
The Raiders looking to claw back. Femi Ahmedi from outside, strong to the rack, gets it to go. 6 points for Ahmedi. Raiders down 21.
On the next possession, Trey Patterson going end-to-end right through a sea of red and cashes in with the bank. He had three. Raiders still down 21.
Well, the Spartans weren't letting up. Zach Filipkowski slips through the gauntlet, and that is money. The junior with a monster night, 43 points for the Spartans.
Under 2 minutes to play, New Hartford getting it done on both ends. Trey with the chase down block, then Filipkowski finds Andrew Durr alone up ahead. The Spartans keep their record perfect intact with a dominant 74-50 Tri-Valley League win.
Well, that'll take us to the first intermission on Sports Express. Still to come, this week's featured athlete of the week.
But coming up next on Sports Express, Utica City FC looked to score its first win against Harrisburg tonight at the Odd. Now let's check out our other scores from around the area in our Sports Express Scoremaster.
Welcome back aboard the Express. Utica City FC has struggled out of the gates this season, dropping its first two contests by a combined score of 14-4.
Well, tonight the team looked to get into the win column as they hosted Eastern Division rival Harrisburg Heat.
UCFC After Dark, a rare weeknight contest at the Odd. Things get off to a rocky start for City. Less than 2 minutes in, Heat have a rush. Jeremy Ortiz boots it off the glass off Utica keeper Brian Wilkin and onto the goal line. Michael Cunningham finishes it off. Heat on the board first.
5 minutes later, Harrisburg with a free kick. David Miller around the corner and into the net. Heat on top by 2.
Wilkin filling in for Andrew Coughlin tonight, his UCFC debut, and he was solid. Nice stop with the hand there. And then check this out. Cunningham looking for his second goal, but Wilkin says no once, twice, and a third time. Are you joking me? What a sequence for the Rochester native, coming up huge to keep Utica in it. 19 saves tonight for him.
City needs a goal off their own, though. Free kick with just 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Christian Segura to Bo Yelovitz, and he powers it near side, just over the line. UCFC finally on the board. They trail 3-1 at halftime.
Yeah, there was just 8 seconds left there. Now, we had to bounce to gather some more games for you at halftime, but City would come all the way back to tie it in the second half. Then with under a minute to play in the fourth quarter, 4-4, Utica on the power play. Moises Gonzalez sends the Odd into a frenzy through the legs for his second goal of the night. And with 21 seconds left, the comeback is complete. Wild night on the turf as UCFC guts out its first win of the year, 5-4.
After their game was postponed last night, the Comets returned to action in Cleveland tonight to take on the Monsters.
Yeah, Utica topped Cleveland a week ago today at the Odd. They look for their second straight win.
It was a familiar sight. Teddy Bear toss night at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. But it's the Comets who get on the board first. Second period, Tyler Witherspoon with it at the point. He wrists it towards the goal where Ryan Schmelzer with the deflection puts Utica on top by 1.
From there, Cleveland would score 2 straight, and with under a minute left in the third, Comets have the goalie pulled, and it works. Chase DeLeo goes cross ice to Fabian Zetterlund, who rifles it home on the one-timer. With 37 seconds left, Utica evens it up at 2.
Phew. We'd head to overtime where the Comets have a power play. Just 1 minute in, Riley Walsh finds who else but Zetterlund. Down low, back door to end it. Zetterlund's second of the night stuns the Cleveland crowd as the Comets come back to win 3-2 in overtime.
Certainly a huge win for the Comets. Now, big news coming from Syracuse basketball today concerning upcoming games and a change in protocols for fans in attendance at the Carrier Dome. The SU men's basketball team aren't a bunch of elves, but they've been put on the shelf at least for the next 2 games. The Orange have been forced to postpone their scheduled contests tomorrow and Tuesday against Lehigh and Cornell, respectively, due to COVID-19 protocols. No specifics were provided regarding cases within the program, and a determination on whether these games can be made up this season is still being evaluated. For the women's hoops team, their game for tomorrow is still on.
If you do attend any games at the Dome, some new precautions have been put in place. Fans ages 5 and up will have to provide proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test. Food and alcohol will not be served, though water, soft drinks, and coffee will be available at cashless registers. The courtside lounge in Club 44 will be closed, and pregame courtside gatherings will be prohibited. Masks will be required for all fans over 2 years old, regardless of vaccination status, unless eating or drinking. The Orange's next scheduled game is on December 29th against Georgia Tech.
All right, well, that'll be it for break number 2. Heading into the second intermission. Stick around, though, for your Athlete of the Week.
As a father-son combo takes the plaque for consecutive weeks. We'll be right back on News Channel 2.
Welcome back to Sports Express. It's time now to unveil our Athlete of the Week. It's Tyson Maxim out of Waterville. He has been a stout defender all season long for the Indians boys basketball team, thanks to Kobe Maxim, the head coach, and his dad.
Well, Maxim has been leading, averaging well over 20 points per game over the past stretch. He has the one thing that coaches everywhere love, but not every player possesses. But a school record on the offensive side of the ball has the junior licking his chops, a record owned by an assistant coach on the team, a coach without whom Maxim would not be the player he is today.
We train like a ton, and in my mid-range has never been so good. He's actually 1,616 points right now, leading at Waterville, and that's that's who I want to beat. I mean, that's the guy.
I think when he was little, I preached more defense than offense. Every kid wants to score, and I just preached about defense, and the energy in defense turns into offense. So I think since he's been little, he had a high motor. I'm
actually like 140 something points away. I mean, I kind of got screwed. I broke my thumb in my 9th grade year, and then COVID hit. I had 6 games. So I mean, now it's a test.
And if you know of a high school athlete who deserves to be Athlete of the Week, here's our contact info. Call, email, find us on social media. Just send us who you would like to be nominated and why. All featured athletes will receive a plaque courtesy of CNY Awards and Apparel.
Quick note just to pass along to you. So the Comets obviously got the big win today. Well, the Binghamton Senators, that was a long time ago. The Belleville Senators game against the Syracuse Crunch night was postponed. The Belleville Senators are currently in COVID-19 protocols. The Comets' next opponent next Tuesday, the Belleville Senators, so we will keep you updated. As soon as we find out any information, we will let you know. But again, Comets, Tuesday, Belleville, and we will see what happens. Well, that'll do it for us. We're not here Friday night next week because it's a holiday or something.
Something's going on, Spencer. I'm not sure.
So we hope that everybody has a really good holiday week, a Merry Christmas, happy celebrating with your family, and we'll see you back next time for another edition of Sports Express.
You've been watching Sports Express with Spencer Davidson and Tal Harrao. Brought to you by the law offices of Ricardo J. Morrow, GPO Federal Credit Union, Herkimer College, and Scalzo, Zogsby, and Wittig Insurance.